Hello, myself Rupesh, and I'm from Nagpur, Maharashtra. Hello, students, and we are going to discuss about the Indian independence movement. The Indian independence movement is started in 1857 by Mangal Pandey, and apart from that, I'm also giving you the some summary about these things. The Indian independence movement was started even during the British Raj, uh, starting with the aim ending the British rule in India on the Indian subcontinent. Uh, and in and including with Indian being partition of India and getting independence in 1947. First revolutionary movement of Indian independence emerged from Bengal. Bengal. Major movements of Indian independence: the partition of Bengal in 1995, 1905. Who started the Indian independence movement? Mahatma Gandhi launched. Mahatma Gandhi launched the Indian independence movement at when he was came from the South Africa, and he also taken part of the Indian people and poor people, and initiated the major initiatives of Indian thing Indian independence of Indian scenario. So North Cooperation movement he has started in 1990 to 1922, and it is the very major part of the you can say the Indian history, and Mahatma Gandhi has a very good leader. Mahatma Gandhi has very good leader, and he has initiated many of the movements to free the India, and taken the initiatives of very good initiatives to move the India. Civil disobedient movement and Satyagraha movement is also initiated by M.K. Gandhi in 1930 to 1931. Quit India movement from about 1940 to 1942. This is the major event in the Indian independence movement. Indian independence movement called Swadeshi movement was also successful for the name of Lokmanya. Successful. It has been begun from Lokmanya. Around the people started following him in all the part of the country. He got a massive support from the uh, Indian people that time, and he has a very good leader, and he has initiated uh, very much you can say the betterment of Indian people, and they have also got the support from Indian textile industry. Also played an important role in the freedom struggle of India. The textile industry is also uh, they have initiated the um very fire of British foreign clothes and foreign products, and the major movement of Swadeshi movement initiated by Lokmanya Tilak and begin Lokmanya begins, and the spreading around, the people started following him. All the peoples in the part of the country, they have followed him, and the textile industry is also given the very massive support to him. And although unrest the colonial rule exist long before the Indian independence movement gained the movement uh, independence movement gained momentum after the First World War. mk gandhi led the mk gandhi led the uh, MK Gandhi also led the this kind of movement, and led the revolt against oppressive British rule, and organized passive remittance of campaigns. resistance of campaigns, all type of campaign he has also, we can take major, uh, if I am going to the major movements of Indian independence is Swadeshi movement is one of the Swadeshi movement, another one Satyagraha movement, Khilafat movement, and non-cooperation movement, and home rule movement, protest against the Rowlatt Act, civil disobedient movement, and Indian self-rule movement. So these are the major movement here, initiated by the Indian history. So I am discussing about the first Swadeshi. What is the Swadeshi movement and who has started the same, and all the things which we have. We are going to discuss about the same. The Swadeshi movement is the first one of them. Swadeshi movement was a consequences of the Lord Curzon announcement of the partition of Bengal. Swadeshi movement had been started earlier. We have discussed about the partition of Bengal in 1905. Okay, the partition was announced on the protest that the population of Bengal are whole is too tough to administrative work. They are unable. The Lord Curzon is the one of viceroy of Indian British rule. So he has initiated the partition of Bengal. Right now we are seeing the West Bengal and the Bangladesh. Bangladesh is the also part of the India. So that time the partition has done. So Bangladesh is the separated that time. So it is the one of and the toughest thing is that for the in as far as concern of area concern, the Bengal is the largest state of India that time. The largest state of India. So Lord Curzon has decided to partition of Bengal in two parts. First is the West Bengal, which is currently in our Indian part, and another one was Bangladesh. Dhaka is also in over there. So movement Swadeshi movement is a aim at the promoting the local goods and services by boycotting the British counterparts. Actually, the Swadeshi movement is very aim of Swadeshi movement is that to promoting the goods and services of Indian with the products, Indian made product. It is the very essential product which is made in India products. In short, we are saying that made in India product. Currently the Chinese products is also coming and Indian products is also coming, so we are promoting. Last 2 or 3 years we are also seeing that the people are boycotting the Chinese product. Same like that time the Indians are boycotting the British products. So this is the major things which we are going to discuss. And this is the what is the significance, what is the significance of Swadeshi movement. The Swadeshi movement is initiated to promote the Indian goods and services for the boycotting the British counterparts. Okay, the improved India is economic. It is the major thing is that boycotting the British product and promoting the Indian product to grow the economical status of India. It is the major part of the same. See, for an example, if we are using the American products or foreign products in our company, though say for an example, we are taking the simple example of Chinese product. The Chinese product, if we are using the Chinese phone and something like that, and Chinese product and any foreign product, so we are growing the economy of that particular country, not our country. Our country is not going to develop. Our country will be in the distributing country, not producing country. So it is the major right now. Also the Swadeshi rule is Swadeshi movement is going on, but it is on very lower. That time the very it is the scenario that time the scenario when the British was ruling in India. So it is very hazardous to take the same. and clear message to the British that the Indian can survive by themselves. Indian can survive by themselves. This movement took violent turn into the British good were publicly burned. Actually, when people are using the British product, so they are collecting the British product and they have publicly burned like holy. When we are collecting the clothes and all, and we have burned it, it is in Hindi it is said the Videshi Kapdon ki Holi. So youth are engaged into the same and send youth also youth community of India that time also told that please do not send your children to the British school, promote the gurukuls and our Indian schools so that they can survive well. Satyagraha movement is the second movement in the Indian independence movement. The first Satyagraha started in the Champaran, Bihar in 1917. So it is Satyagraha is a non-violent method of protest, and it is invented by M.K. Gandhi also. It can be also understood as a passive resident. It is the passive resident. The word Satyagraha was first used during Rowlatt Act, when the Rowlatt Act has been implemented by the General Rowlatt, one of the viceroy, and one of the viceroy name is Rowlatt. So the name of act is also Rowlatt Act. Rowlatt Act protest. Some techniques used were civil disobedience, fasting, strike, non-cooperation, and also the Hizarat, voluntary exile. It is the Satyagraha. In these things is including in the Satyagraha movement. And another one we are discussing about the Khilafat movement. The Khilafat movement is that the Khilafat movement, this movement took place between 1990 to 1924. 1990, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 6 years. This movement has run by the Indians in 6 years. So the Indian Muslims were not happy with the way of British government. They and khilafs in Turkey. They are British also ruling in the Turkey also. They are also going, and they are also protesting. They are also giving some things to the Turkey people also. So Muslim people are not happy with the same. And also this is the time period where I saw the unification of Congress and the Muslim League. The Congress and the Muslim League is the unification. The way of thinking is the same of Congress and Muslim League in that particular movement. So many political demonstration took place with the joint efforts of both these parties. Both these many initiatives has been taken by the Congress and Muslim Leagues to in this movement, Khilafat movement against the British rule. Non-cooperation movement has led by M.K. Gandhi. M.K. Gandhi when returned in India in 1915, 1915 itself, started and organizing those people who are the laborers, and they are the very poor people, underprivileged people. They have collected those people and started against the atrocities, against the atrocity that were being initiated upon them. In 1921, Gandhiji officially joined the Congress party, hence the begin the Gandhian era. Apart from this, non-cooperation movement, the Gandhiji was led not actively in 1915. After the 1915, in 1921, Gandhiji officially joined the Congress party, and the Gandhian era has been started. The non-cooperation movement was initiated by Gandhiji in the support of Khilafat movement. Khilafat movement also is the part of in the support of Khilafat movement. Home rule movement. What is home rule movement? Home rule movement is like that Indian people are, the politicians are Indian, all the peoples are Indian. No British people will be interfere into the work of Indian works. The government has been set by Indian people. The no interference of British people. In short, I'm telling you. The some the home rule movement started by Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Annie Besant in 1916. This movement has been started in 1916 by the Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Annie Besant. This movement was targeting and achieving self-rule without the interference of the British government. The target of this movement is like the target is like that, achieving the self-rule in the sense we are ruling, we are the decision maker, not the people, not the British people are decision maker in the same. So it is the very major part of the same. So in the Indian movement, they have started in this movement from Pune and Madras, and with the aim of spreading the political awareness and gathering in the large political representations of the country against the British rule. The Home Rule movement wanted to show the strength of Indian people, Indians and the Indian peoples. It is the very important that we have to show our strength. See, for an example, I'm asking you about the rallies which is taken by, meetings has been taken by the political leaders. So they are showing their strength, and their what is the how many people are in the support of them. So it is called the Home Rule movement. Another one is the protest against the Rowlatt Act. Earlier I have also told you about the Rowlatt Act. So I am describing about the Rowlatt Act over here. To the curb of the militant national activities, Sir Rowlatt passed the Rowlatt Act, according to which any person can be arrested even on the basis of slight suspicion. If any suspected, that time, no if you have not done any kind of crime and all these things, so you are arrested without any reason. It is the simple example of the same. The act came into the force in 1990 in Punjab. 1919 1919. Okay, in Punjab, people are gathering at the Jallianwala Bagh, and the evident mass occurs instead of against of this particular rule. General Dyer, that time the General Dyer was the main general in the British police and army. So all the political leaders and launches and open fire. He told them the open fire to all the peoples. So in 13 April 1919, so at the time of Baisakhi day, people are coming over their Baisakhi Mela, and they have shooted them shoot at sight. He has given the order of shoot at sight. People are coming into the suspicion, you have to shoot them. This is the major incident. The incident was a great reason for Indian strugglers for Indian independence even harder. After the event of Jallianwala Bagh, the people are also very in the, you can say, in very angry mode. They are in angry mode. They are angry on the British government, that they didn't rule properly and something like that. So it has been given the power to the protest against the Rowlatt Act. Civil disobedient movement, I am asking about the apart from that, we are going to the civil disobedient movement. Civil disobedient movement is like it has been started in 1930. This movement is started Gandhiji boldest protest against the British India. It is the boldest. It is the very boldest protest by Gandhiji against British. British ruler. After British put a tax into call into the British people has implemented a tax into the salt, collecting the collecting and collection of salt, and put tax on the selling and collecting of salt. The Indian were against of this particular act. Salt is being the basic ingredient in the diet of Indian, all of our human being. So the basic ingredient in the diet. The movement spread it through the country, and more than 60,000 people were arrested, including Gandhiji. So in this movement, the 60,000 people has been arrested, including Gandhiji. And the major salt act is like that. The British has implemented the rule that salt tax. If you are collecting the salt and selling the salt, they are they are imposing tax on the same. So it is also very crucial. Tax has been done by the same. The Gandhiji was released in 1931 and gave NOD to discussing, not to discuss in during the London conference. They have released in 1931 on the condition that please do not discuss this kind of things into the London conference. So Indian self-rule movement also, after the Congress came into the power, 11 there is a 11 provinces. Out of 11, Congress has won 7 provinces, winning. So in the 1937 provincial election has been done. So, so it was very astonishing message to the Indian people support the self-rule. So people has been given to self-rule. Apart from that, we are also discussing into the Quit India movement in 1942. Quit India movement is one of the movement has been in the Indian independence. That is a very major event. The 1942 to 1947, the Quit India movement has been run by and led by Gandhiji. And that time we have also shown that we have got the independence in 1947, 15th August 1947. And also we have a partition and British came into the India, and they have also part in two parts in India. One of India, another one is Pakistan. So Pakistan is our part earlier 1947. So it is very crucial for us. So I think I have given the very much about the Indian independence movement. So this is from my side. Thank you once again, mate.